Michael Barone with AEI and the Washington Examiner. You said that your colleagues in politics should say that Social Security retirement age should be raised. Do you believe it is no longer the case that Social Security is the third rail of American politics and you can't touch it? Or are you simply advising your fellow Republicans and your fellow executives to take a stand that you believe may very well be politically fatal?
I was right with you till the last clause on that sentence. I think the world has changed, and I don't believe it's fatal. I don't. In fact, I think you're going to be rewarded for courage. And I think those who don't show the courage are going to get the opposite treatment as well. The public understands. They understand. I'm telling you, I'm out there every day. I can feel it. They get it. What they want, though, Michael, is shared sacrifice. They want everybody in this game. And if they feel like people down here in Washington or in the state capitol in Trenton are gaming the system, and some folks are getting a special advantage and then everybody else is getting harsher treatment, they're going to respond badly to it and you're going to get some of that third rail treatment. But I think if folks believe that they have a group of leaders who are going to say to them, this is what's necessary, it's a mathematical equation, it needs to be done, we're going to do it fairly, everyone's going to share in the sacrifice, I think the American people and the people of New Jersey, in my instance, will step up to the plate and be a part of that shared sacrifice. They've done it in New Jersey. We cut everything. And everybody said my approval ratings were going to tank, and they've gone up. That's not because people aren't paying attention. I'd suggest to you it's because they really are paying attention. And they're saying, oh, man, someone's actually talking to us like we're adults. They're telling us the truth. Now listen, for people who have been down here a long time, I understand there'd be a sense of cynicism. They feel like they've watched this movie over and over again. Republicans have demagogued this issue against Democrats, and Democrats have demagogued it against Republicans, and I understand why you'd be cynical. All I'm telling you is from out in the field, I think there's something different going on in our country right now. And I think people are ready to hear the truth. But, again, you have to show leadership and show people who are willing to do it first. I couldn't sit back in New Jersey and say, well, I know we have a pension and benefit problem. I'll wait for the Democrats in the legislature to come forward with their plan, then I'll critique it. I put my plan out there in September and got booed by the firefighters. And it took 5 months, but guess what? This week, the Democrats in the legislature now come forward with their plan on pension reform and their plan on benefit reform. Now, it's not exactly what I want, but now we're going to have the debate. We're going to have the discussion, and I believe we're going to get to a fix. It won't be the perfect fix that I want. That's part of what comes with divided government. But I started the conversation, and I took the risk to put my out there first. And in the beginning, the Democrats in the legislature took the same position that's happening down here. They're like, well, let's see if he gets burned at the stake first before we go in. Well, all of a sudden, 4 or 5 months later, approval ratings continuing to go up. They went, hey, this looks like a good idea. Why don't we put our plan forward? So, some of it is you just have to have the spine to say, I'm going to take the risk. But I think that's what we elect leaders for. Hence the name. Right? Like if you're waiting midway back in the pack and call yourself a leader, it seems to me that isn't consistent. So you want to be a leader, lead. And that, I'm not saying, and I want to conclude, Michael, by saying, I'm not saying it doesn't involve some measure of risk. Everything does that's worth something. But, what did you get sent to this party for? I mean, really, what did we come to do this for? Just to mark time and collect a title? Before I got this job, I had plenty of titles. I was the United States Attorney, and most importantly, husband, father, son. I didn't need new titles. I came here to achieve and to succeed. And these jobs give you an opportunity to do that like no other jobs that are available in my view. But you got to step up to the plate and do them.